Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another edition of Talks. Of course, again, I'm the program director, Ed Peterson. I have, of course, Vinny Williams and, of course, Miss Dolores Olson on. I call them the dynamic duo of Lupus of Nevada. Lupus Talks. I say Lupus of Nevada because that is actually the website. You can go to it at lupusofnevada.org. You can view it on the YouTube channel, Lupus of Nevada, and as well as Calvinia Williams. You can go to hers as well as on the Facebook page as well. And they'll be talking great topics every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 4 o'clock Central, and of course 5 o'clock Eastern Time, which is my time. You get a chance to hear about and learn as you're on. This is for educational purposes only, and they're not doctors, of course, but they're just sharing on their personal experience as lupus patients themselves, what it takes to maintain a lifestyle and to sustain yourself in today's times being with lupus. So with that, Dr. Williams, you can take it away.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. Today we're going to be talking about thyroid, because a lot of us with lupus have thyroid problems. And I have a special guest on. She is our co-host as well, and that is Dolores Olson. And she's going to be talking about her personal venture dealing with thyroids and how it came about, and how does she deal with it, how does she manage it, I should say, and what happens when there's down times and up times. So I'm going to let her take the head of this and go into it. Dolores?
Hello, everybody. Good day to you guys all. Yeah, so I'm talking about my journey when it came to for the thyroid. First of all, when you have a thyroid problem or anything like that, if you have an unexpected changes, I should say first, unexpected changes, hoarse in the voice, and your keep on falling. You're just feeling exhausted. You're losing weight too. That's another sign, and you're feeling fatigue. That's another sign of a thyroid problem, and which is very, very important to get that taken care of, because you cannot play with thyroid, because thyroid issues can lead to cancer, which mine led to cancer. And what happened, they had to remove my thyroid by radiation, but everything is different. Some people have to go through chemo, then radiation. So everything changed. But they didn't have to cut in it. They had to shrink it down. So that was the safest way to do it under that procedure in that. But thyroid could throw you off to a loop. It could affect your mood. It could affect your weight situation. There's two type of one. There's one that'll make you really skinny like that, and there's another one, hypothyroid, which will make you gain weight. And so when you're dealing with this problems in that, to tell you the honest truth, you should really focus too on your diet too when you're having thyroid issues and that. And then also too, it leads to Graves' disease too. Graves' disease is where the people have the big, some have it real bad, that their eyes bulge out, and then it can affect their heart too. And so you know the difference. But when you got it removed, you still got Graves' disease. But some people, this depends on your case. Mine is not as bad because mine was removed because of the cancer. And that, but taking care of yourself by going through thyroid, where you have a replacement a pill, that's your hormone pill, like that to keep you functioning, because you cannot function without a thyroid, but you can function with it with medication for lifetime medication. You have to do it lifetime. You can't just say 1 day, 2 days, because it could put you in jeopardy of death. And that, but the more you take care of yourself, and it just depends on your condition. Some it's very hard for them to lose weight, so and they have to have it removed, operation, some, and I say all, and there's some they can go on a regular diet, and that this healthy lifestyle, and they could change. But when you exercise and stuff, it can kind of, exercising is good, but sometimes it depends when your levels are so high, it can put you
Mm-hmm.
through a loop that it can speed up
Mm-hmm.
your heartbeat to a point that you feel like you're having a heart attack.
Yes.
So you got to kind of be careful when your levels are so high like that. You have to be careful on your activity until you get regular back because it can bounce back and forth your levels and that.
What
And
about
so
depression? I,
depression, yeah, it can lead to depression too. It can. Everybody's case is different, especially in the form of a case. It depends on your case too. Like if you're going through a menopause and that, like what y'all going through menopause, it can throw off everything for your cholesterol too. It also can throw off your cholesterol too. It make you seem like you have a high cholesterol and you may not even have it.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's because that means something is going, is you either have a low thyroid or it's too high the dose or it's too low.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happens in that time. But you can live, like I said, you can live okay just as long as you take care of yourself and you continue to take your medicine. Don't believe the hype of people saying, "Oh, stop taking your medicine, it's synthetic and that." Well, that synthetic drug is better than nothing. Like that, your life is important.
Mm-hmm. 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 Wow. Okay. So, how's your eating with your thyroid?
I have a good eating. It's not real bad. Everybody's case is different. Some people can have an increased appetite sometimes. It just
Mm-hmm.
depends. Mine is just pretty stabilized, because I'm like a fidgety eater anyway. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so I'm kind of, mine's is stabilized, but it depends on everybody's condition.
Mm-hmm. Well, understanding, I've been researching, on the internet, and I'm just trying to understand it. It is a difficult disease, because it causes, what is it, hypothyroidism? Hypothyroidism? Isn't there two of them?
Hyperthyroidism
Hypothyroidism, and there's another one, right?
and hypothyroid.
And hypothyroid. Okay.
Hypo.
Hypothyroid. Now, can you have both of them at the same time?
No, the other one is they'll make you small. The hypo will make you gain weight. The other one will make you little. That's how I
Um,
started in the beginning. Mine was I kept on losing weight. I would go. I'm serious. I take a walk to the block and then lose weight.
oh, wow.
Yeah, and I didn't even understand what was going on. And then that's when I found out. And then I found out I had the thyroid cancer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow, that was scary.
Yeah, I because it make you faint and everything. I fainted. If it wasn't for my daughter, she was very smart. She told mom, she said, "Mama on the floor like that," and they had
Mm-hmm.
to rush
Mm-hmm.
me to the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you actually take supplements uh, with the thyroid? Do you take supplements? Do they? And if you do, do they work?
Some of them, you gotta really because some of the with your medication that you gotta really read labels when you take a supplements. Just make sure because some of it could really mess up your thyroid levels. I didn't even know that until I was told by one of my doctors. But there's some that's really good. That's not gonna harm you or anything like that. You just always confirm it with your doctor, whatever you're taking. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
suggest because
Mm-hmm.
you can't just say, "Oh, just because you're reading up on it," but it could be more links to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. That's something else. So, and you had any complications since you've been diagnosed?
I just had a couple ups and downs. It was just that I became low, then I became high, then I became low. They had to change my dose because one time I was at 125 mammogram. Then I went down to 100 mammogram. Then now I'm back to 125. And then one time the worst one, the biggest one number that I went up to was 300 mammogram. That was back in the days, in which that
Mm-hmm.
almost cost my life.
Okay, okay. It says here under, I'm looking on this site, thyroid site. It says discover the potential treatments aiming to inspire hope for patients with cancer. We're investigating new horizons and solid tumor cancers. They're talking about that. You know, thyroid cancer diet. Did you have to go on a thyroid cancer diet? Because they have that
Um,
one.
actually, I should have had, but I did not listen really. But I suggest that you should, and that. But like this, like I noticed that I could not eat meat after the life
Oh,
of
yeah.
cancer, and so my
Right.
body had changed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you, let me see, I'm trying to word this. Um, how serious is thyroid cancer, in your opinion?
It's very, very serious. I mean, you cannot just let it go because it could spread into the whole body. It's best to detect it while they can, so they could either give you the radiation treatment or they can do the chemo and radiation. It depends on your case,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And that, but the best bet is very, very important. You cannot let it go because it could cost your life.
Okay, so now I want to say this: the thyroid cancer, the thyroid is located in the upper part under your ear. Is that where your thyroid is? Sliding down. Some people don't know.
It's in the middle of your throat. It's shaped like a butterfly, just like lupus, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
shaped
it's
like
not
a butterfly.
okay because they
So
always
we're
do.
another butterfly too.
Yeah, and they all the doctors always check the side of my neck to see if it's swollen or anything when I go in. But you're saying it's right in the middle, huh?
Yeah, because those are the glands. That's why they're checking on the size of the glands.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you get swollen glands.
Okay. Okay. Wow. There's so much to learn with this. So much. Well, what is you told me where that was located, and those that have cancer. Have you talked to individuals that have cancer with lupus? I mean, not lupus. Well, lupus, cancer, and thyroid. Have you talked to anyone that have had that? And is that possible? You have lupus, and then you have thyroid cancer.
Well, I heard of folks. I haven't heard the part with the lupus part, like with some. But I ran into folks that had the same problem as me. They said their family members had been through it, and it was the same way. They could not consume meat either after having cancer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you should journal everything you do every day, is it? Because you're a good journal. You know, journal your impact with this thyroid. You know, especially when you go to the doctor. They have a new app on your phone that you can go in there, press a button, go into the doctor's office, and it can actually bring together all the conversations that you have in just condensed form so you know what the doctor said and you know what medications that you have to take. Have you ever run out of your thyroid medication? And if you have, how did you deal with that?
Well, when I ran out in that, especially when they was out of stock of it, and then they was trying to get it hold to my doctors at the time, you know, because one was on vacation, so they had to have another nurse and stuff. And I was off for about a couple of weeks, and what happened, it threw me through a loop that I had when they went to go check my thyroid levels. It was
Mm-hmm,
low.
mm-hmm,
It made
mm,
it low.
mm. Okay, and that's
And I was
and
feeling all funny. I was tired a lot. I didn't understand why I was tired. I felt I'll wake up and I'll be sleeping good, and then I'll wake up tired, and at the end of the day, tired again.
fatigued, huh? You're fatigued, huh?
Fatigue. Uh,
Now, do they, if they've had their thyroid taken out, do they have thyroid treatment? Does anybody get that, or is it needed?
that's when they have to replace it with the levothyroxine. That's a hormone.
Yeah, I
That
take that.
Yeah, and that's how they treat for cure. Treat for cancer. After cancer patients, they have to,
Mhm.
you know, when people have the removal, they still got to take those too.
So it's really connected to lupus too, because um, the thyroid and my lupus, he said it's connected to it. You know, when I first got lupus, I had thyroid problems. You know, so they had to give me a pill for the rest of my life. To offset whatever was going on with that thyroid. I feel better now, but that's what they do.
Yeah, because you could continue, you know, just continue to do right. I mean, you just have to really take care of yourself. You have to be careful, especially some herbal products too, because just because it's herbal, it may not even be good for you
Mm-hmm,
for you
mm-hmm,
having thyroid issues.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then
Absolutely.
you wonder when you go back to take your blood test, it says low. Then I said, well, it could be because I'm taking this, I'm taking that, X, Y, Z. And then they probably say, oh yeah, you're not supposed to take it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Like that's why if they tell you to take it on an empty stomach, there's a reason why. Because you have to let it absorb into the system, absorb into the food. And then what happens is it's like you're not taking the medication. And
mm-hmm.
so they said you cannot consume even coffee, right? You have to wait 30 minutes to consume coffee.
Oh,
After
really?
you take, yeah, after you take the thyroid medicine, you have to wait 30 minutes. Don't never take it together because it can ruin it could cause some issues. Because I remember I was doing it all wrong in the beginning, and they said, wait a minute, I got to think about it. They said, think about it. They said, are you a coffee drinker? I said, yeah. Do you drink coffee after you take it? I said, yeah. How many minutes? And that's it right after. They said, oh no, that's why. That's what's going on.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's not supposed to act fast, you know, and coffee will make it act fast, you know, because of the hot liquid in the body,
yeah.
you know,
Does
just like it, yeah,
Go ahead. Go
just
ahead.
like if you're taking Tylenol and you're taking coffee that's for a headache, that's different, you know, because that help with your migraine, and
Mm-hmm,
you put a
mm-hmm,
little cocoa in it, so that helps with the migraine headache because of the
mm-hmm,
caffeine. And it helps
mm-hmm,
to absorb it more, and then what happens? It goes, and then your headache can go away faster. So that's different with Tylenol.
mm-hmm.
But when it comes to thyroid medication, no, it's not recommended. You have to wait 30 minutes.
Does thyroid cause hives?
You know, it can. It could cause anything. It could throw off anything. Some people, everybody's different. Everybody's different because some people said they had bumps and stuff, but they wasn't
Mm-hmm,
allergic to the medication. Sometimes it just depends on your condition, but it depends too. Some people could be linked with other things too that's causing it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. And how does it deal with your digestive health? How does it interfere with your digestive health when you're dealing with thyroid?
It interferes with your whole metabolism.
Okay. Like you eat one day and you don't eat that next day?
Some people, their appetite is bigger with hypothyroid.
Mm-hmm.
Some people
Mm-hmm.
with hypothyroid. With hyper thyroid, you know, you can eat something and you're losing weight still.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's swimming out,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you're losing weight. You could eat a big meal, like I was eating big meals. I was eating the whole round table pizza, and
I
I still
know.
lost weight.
I know. I know, cousin. I know.
That's when I first started out. You know, before I found out I had thyroid issues.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now it can cause fatigue. Can it cause brain fog? And
Yeah,
can it do? And you
yep,
said
just
does
like
it? Go ahead.
Yep, it could cause brain fog, just like if you, just like my menopause too. So that's why it gets mistaken sometimes. Depends on if, since we're in the midi life, you know, and stuff, you know, midlife. So it depends on your age with that. But some people they go through it early, which that could, you know, that could lead to other problems, you know,
They
breast
say
cancer and all that.
According to John Hopkins, they said what you need to know. Thyroid disorder symptoms depend on whether the thyroid is under or over producing hormones. Some thyroid issues are autoimmune. They are due to the body's immune system attacking the thyroid gland. Treatment for the thyroid disorder is often successful depending on the condition that may involve medication, surgery, or other therapy. So that's what you need to know about that. And they said, what does the thyroid do? This is the thyroid is a butterfly-shaped gland located in the front of the neck. It produces hormones that play a key role in regulating blood pressure, body temperature, heart rate, metabolism, and the reaction of the body to other hormones. The two main hormones produced uh, by thyroid, they go it's TRIIOGO THYRONIE. Tridethon, or T3. Look up T3, or T4. The gland also produces, which helps the calcium, and helps bone cells produce calcium and add to the bones. They said the types of thyroid disorder, many disorders have thyroid require care from the physician, the healthcare provider. And it can lead to Graves' disease, which has many symptoms, including sweating. Your what is it? You're anxious. Um,
Yeah.
you're I don't know if anemic. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but you're anxious. You're fatigued. Your breathing is bothering you. Irregular heart rate, beat, weight loss, protruding eyes, and nervousness. That's what it does. Wow. And the Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disorder and inflammation of the thyroid gland. So some people have that too. You don't have that, huh?
Yeah, I don't have it because I got radiation removed.
Yeah, because it causes a goiter swelling in the neck due to the enlarged thyroid gland. Thyroid tumors, they said they are nodules, small, non-cantankerous growths that start in the cell layer that lines the inner surface of the thyroid gland. Okay, so I'm just reading this. Y'all can go to John Hopkins and look up thyroid, because it's so important to know this, because if it can go into the Graves' disease, that's the problem. I know one of the major entertainers that we have, Missy Elliott, has Graves' disease, and she lost quite a bit of weight, so my heart goes out because it messes with your system up and down, up and down,
And
it,
Wendy too also had it
oh yeah,
when
she
she
did.
used to be
Wendy.
in the talk show.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did too. It acts like it sucks the life out of you. That's what it does. Can it cause bone loss?
Yeah, actually, yeah, because everything's is connected to the pineal, and
Mm-hmm.
that's your
Mm-hmm.
calcium, and that's why they
Mm-hmm.
recommend you to make sure you have enough calcium because it can brittle our
Mm-hmm.
bones. It can lead to arthritis, all that.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's something else. And they talk about digestive. Ask your doctor to how to protect yourself, with having this disease. What happens to your gut health after taking antibiotics, all of that. Do you tend to go to the bathroom quite a bit with the thyroid problem? Some people stay in the restroom. Is that your problem as well?
I don't have that much of a problem with that, but
IBS, I should
in the
say. The
beginning,
IBS.
in the beginning, I was like that. But I'm pretty much real good with that now.
Yeah, as it said, diarrhea, gas, and specific digestive health conditions like IBS, is a form of that as well. Wow. So your
Yeah, because
daily,
it can link. Yeah, because it can link to different things. Because there's all kinds of things it can link with. Because they said sometimes it's linked with as well as lupus. We know is with diabetes too.
mm-hmm,
Diabetes, cancer, uh,
mm-hmm,
and a lot of things.
mm-hmm. Walk me through a day in your life with thyroid. When you get up in the morning, you said you take your thyroid, right? Your thyroid pill. And you don't take any other medication for a couple hours, am I correct?
Well, after I'm finished with my thyroid medicine, I let it absorb into the system for an hour. Then I take my medicine. But now, when it comes with supplements like that, vitamins, you have to really, to tell you the honest truth, you're supposed to wait 4 hours. because some of them can interfere with your medication. That's why.
Oh wow. So no medications or anything, huh?
No, I could take regular medication. It's just the supplements, vitamins. You have to wait 4 hours. That's why they tell you with calcium, you're supposed to really wait 4 hours too. With
Hmm.
calcium and stuff, and same knowing that I take CMOS, I have to wait too also for 4 hours. I
Oh
could
wow.
take it now.
So you're okay now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could take it now because I took it. Well, actually, I was a little late. It was at 10 o'clock. It's not gonna really hurt too
Okay.
much.
So I hear you say you're up. You're taking the medication. Now walk me through your day. Do you go fix breakfast, and what do you have in your bag? I'm just trying to do it simplistically so they will know. The audience will know how to deal with this. So what do you fix for your breakfast?
Well, most of the time for my breakfast, it just depends on my mood. But I'll tell you the honest truth, we should be eating healthy anyway. we, we all don't always eat healthy, but I will have a good bowl of oatmeal. Time to time, I have the oatmeal, or I'll do with I have some eggs because that's good vitamin B and then stuff, for that. So I have some eggs. Cook me a little eggs, have some whole grain toast.
Mm-hmm.
Ezekiel bread is really good. I
I
recommend
have
it's
that.
that's really really good. For us, it's well filled with fiber, but it has some good lentil beans and stuff. It's straight from the Bible for Ezekiel,
Yeah, I have
and so
that.
that's really really good
And
because
you
it
told me
helps
to keep
to.
it in the refrigerator.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
just take a couple
Freeze it.
pieces out at a time and freeze the rest because it'll help it to because it sprouts, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And the more you keep it in there, even if it's organic and that, it just spoils faster. Because I found that mine was spoiling fast when I kept it in the refrigerator too long,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was okay. So just take a couple pieces at a time and freeze the rest.
Okay. Okay. So after your breakfast, where do you go from there?
And then after that, after breakfast, make sure I have my banana or some kind of
Mm-hmm.
fruit because it's important to have some kind of fruit. Just keep it balanced, everything. That's the main thing. Just
Mm-hmm.
keep
Mm-hmm.
everything balanced. So that's the best thing because I know I misbehave sometimes with my eating, but and then I have
Mm-hmm.
to whip myself back in shape.
Mm-hmm.
But but I just tell you the honest truth. Just make sure you want to eat healthy because the more healthy you can get, and the
Yeah.
more, and you got to be careful too with soy products too,
Oh yeah.
because soy products can interfere with too much soy could interfere with thyroid,
Yeah. I
with the
heard
pills
that.
and stuff.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
heard that.
maybe a good source to some people. It's not all people, Some people can have it, but just don't consume a lot. I mean, it's not going to hurt you like if you have it for a day. But if you consuming it every single day, yeah, it's going to cause a problem because it interferes with the medication.
They're saying that the conditions that people have with thyroid is a genetic link. People with a family history of thyroid conditions have a higher risk of also having a thyroid condition or other autoimmune conditions. Because I have lupus, and so that's in the family. We have other cousins that have this too. So um, it's genetic. That's what they're saying. It's genetic.
Absolutely, it is. Because I think and I believe it was from my father's side of the family because I think my grandma Coral, she had thyroid issues.
The more women have thyroid issues than men.
Yeah, absolutely. But this man can have it too. But
Mm-hmm.
women, they said that a lot of women, as research said, that a lot of women had
Mm-hmm.
it like that. But men could get it too. So just
And
because it doesn't matter on the sex. You know,
it doesn't
it doesn't matter.
discriminate age either, huh? Because women over
Nope.
50 can get it too.
They could get over 50. Like mine was discovered when I was 27 years old.
Wow. Wow. Mm. It's a dangerous disease out there, people. We got to be aware. That's why it's always okay. It's always right to go see your doctor and get those tests so you know what's going on in your body because that's your only body that you have here on earth. So it's very, very important, to treat that body at the best that you can. Do you have any ending words? Because we've got to be off at 2:30. Do you have anything to say, more to say with it, or what?
One thing is the thing too, like we have mentioned, it's very important to get checked out, because the more you get checked out, the more better you could they can find things early. If you find it too late, sometimes they can't do anything about it,
Oh, wow. Mm,
because it can
Well,
link to more condition problems.
well, you all of you've heard that out there. So take heed and check your body out and go get these tests and see what's going on if you're having any problems. Now, how did you know you had thyroid problem? Did you have any aches and pains in the middle of your throat or what?
I found out I was talking hoarse. I was fainting, and then when they went to check me, when they I got to see it on screen. It was pretty neat to see it inside. My thyroid was as big as a golf
Oh,
ball.
wow. Okay, so that's
And
how.
so it was rubbing across my vocal cords, which it took a little bit of my singing voice away. You know,
Um,
because I used to sing very, very high, but now I can't sing as high like I used to, like
mhm.
that. But I used to could sing very high. It took just a little bit because of the fact it was rubbing against my vocal cords.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard what Dolores has said. We've given you all these options, very good information. If you'd like to play back this interview, please do. It's so important for us to know about our bodies. If Ed is around, I'd like to ask him to come back on because it's 2:31. Dolores, thank you for the interview.
You're all so welcome.
All righty. Thank you all for this opportunity, and thank you, Ms. Dolores Wilson and Olson and Dr. Kavina Williams. We want to thank you for this sharing of the interview and about thyroids. And I learned something new today about that. I didn't know. So thank you for that information. And yes, it is good to eat healthy. Best thing to do is to stay on a healthy regimen. And right now, they got a lot of good, healthy foods that you can eat that do taste good. Everybody's like, well, it don't taste good. It tastes good. Yeah, they have them now. They got bowls you can do. It's a lot of healthy things. Lentils is always a plus. Sprouts and all of that good stuff is really good. I use it. I eat that regularly myself. And oatmeal is always good in the morning with the banana. I have created an oatmeal fruit bowl that I've put together, believe it or not. I put cinnamon, I put ginger, and I have a little bit, believe it or not, a little bit of cloves powder
Mm,
with, along
Ooh,
with I have banana, I have raisins, and I have blueberries.
ooh,
mm,
that sounds good.
As well as for the milk, I have actually almond milk with that, and it's really good. And I may touch it with a little honey. But my oatmeal fruit bowl has been a success. Everybody seems to love it, so that I've created it. But when
thank
you
you for
add
sharing.
those, yeah, that which you add to it, it really helps. Believe it or not, and you can look it up. Create your own oatmeal fruit bowl, whatever kind of fruits you like to put into it. I like my seasonings on there, my spices on there. So with the ginger and with the cloves and with the cinnamon, that really does make it taste a lot better to me. But anyway,
Yeah, can you put your recipe on the site? We would love to steal it.
okay, yeah, I can do that. I will do that. And that's just one of my many things that I've got a chance to learn. And as I continue to go through my healthy regimen myself. And, eggs is really good too in the morning. I do boil eggs. I don't scramble them. I boil them. And believe it or not, with a little Tabasco sauce on it, it's really good. But it's really a good way to keep up with that. And it helps you lose weight too at the same time when you do that. So always do that because when I played football in high school and college, I always wanted to stay on top of my health and making sure my body is still active. I can still be mobile in my 50s, believe it or not, and not really have to worry about the creaks and the cracks and the pain, that kind of thing. So
Mhm,
especially with your knees.
mhm.
So, but those are good things that you guys can do. To learn more, again, you guys can go to the website at lupusofnevada.org. Believe it or not, Dr. Kelly Williams send me stuff on a regular basis to post. So She
Yeah,
always has
about the eggs, about everything. I sure do. It's
yeah, she
important
posts a
when people
lot.
are informed.
Yes, ma'am. And I thank you for that. And everybody seems to love it because I showcase it. Now, this is what I do. And besides me building networks and improving people's lives, my focus is to showcase information. So when you see my posts on social media about Lupus of Nevada, about the different things that she has going on, this is just to give you guys an awareness and an uptake of what you can do yourselves. Mr. Lois Olson, of course, has great recipes that she can also share in reference to what she does and as well. And again, this is for your benefit. This is for your information. It's free. We don't, but if you can donate, please go to the website and donate at lupusofnevada.org. We would love that. And then they continue to help us during this itinerary of this podcast and making sure that we continue to share every Tuesday and
Yes.
2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and making sure that we give you guys the full story and the full facts. So with that, any last words, Dr. Williams?
Keep healthy and get as much information as you can because we only have one body here on earth.
Yes, ma'am.
And God bless.
Mr. Lois?
Always have your journal to take down what's happening with your body, and so
Yeah.
you can take it for your physician, because you cannot self-diagnose it on your own or anything. You need to go to a doctor so they can see what's going on.
Right. And then again, as I shared earlier, we have ConnectMD, which I'm going to be sharing that also as well. It's a telehealth program that you guys can be a part of, where you don't have to wait to schedule a meeting with a doctor or all that good stuff. You can do that via virtual. And this is virtual telehealth where you can actually see a doctor. You can talk to a doctor 24/7, 365 days a year, without having to really do a lot of things for acute, non-threatening, of course, not serious ailments. But if you do have it, we have the urgent care, and we also have the primary care, which is primary care covers all of that for your screening and x-rays and all that good stuff that you have to have on a regular basis. And also you get discounts on your medications. So that way, if you want to get additional savings, we have a portal where you can go on there and look and pull up your prescriptions and see how much savings you'll get off that. So it's a really good opportunity. I'm going to showcase that on the website at lupusofnevada.org's website. You guys can participate. Again, it's only starting out $60 up to $150 a month, depending on how serious and where you are situated there. But it's for everybody and it's for all people. So I want to make sure we get that out there. I'm also a member and I'm also using the service as well with that. So that way, a lot of people don't have to worry about taking off from work to go ahead and do the thing. They can just call their doctor, telehealth-wise, and get the information right then and there that they need. So from that, I want to thank you all for this edition of Lupus Talks as we continue our growth series. Throughout the month of August, if we go into this month of September, this third quarter is moving right along, really. So we'll be ready to close out the year in the fourth quarter and what we're going to be talking about. And then we'll be back to the new year 2027. Whew, that's a mouthful right there. So
It is.
yeah, thank you all for this opportunity. And we want to keep showcasing and keep sharing these videos that you can share and see and share with your family members, share with your neighbors, share with everybody you know this video and that way this podcast. So that way you can also give them information that they also will need. And
they can subscribe to this channel.
Yes, ma'am. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course, Lupus of Nevada YouTube channel, and Dr. Calvini Williams, the YouTube channel. I think I put it under her name instead of the Lupus name. But and you can do that. And again, go to the website and all the links and all the things and information we're showcasing there that she sends me over so guys can get informed. And it's best to be informed. And so it's best to have access to the information that's going to benefit you down the road. And that's what it's really all about, getting access to the information. And that's what we're here to do, continue to do on a regular basis. So with that, you guys have a great afternoon, great evening. And until next time, be blessed, keep the faith, and keep building your dreams.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.